Hi there, welcome to this unboxing video. Well, this is for Here I Stand. This is the special 500th anniversary edition. And for those with the original Here I Stand from GMT, it's the Wars of the Reformation, 1517 to 1555. There is an upgrade kit to get you up to the 500th anniversary of the Wars of the Reformation. This is the prequel to GMT's, same by Ed Beach, same designer. Yeah, they are the same designer, Ed Beach. It's a lovely. I love the GMT boxes. They're great, aren't they? So the newer game is Virgin Queen, but I've been after Here I Stand for quite a long time. It's almost been like a grail game to get hold of for me. I heard lots about it, and I've actually played it. 5-player was it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5-player game. I played of Here I Stand at a game group in Lancashire. And we spent most of the day playing Here I Stand, and I fell in love with the game. It was a brilliant, brilliant game. So let's have a look into the box of the 500th anniversary edition. Here we go. There's so much going on in this game, and it's totally asymmetric. Everybody plays almost like a totally different game sat at the table. Complexity, it says medium. I would say it's medium high. It's quite a complex game. So let's have a look. I really like, again, the cover of this. The Here I Stand. And I'm so pleased to have this in the collection because it is an amazing game. There was, excuse me, whatever, I can't, it's such a long while ago now, but I was, my faction in it, I know I got a lot of ships, and my friend Adam, who's on the left, I was kind of invading him and doing quite well at it. But there was a guy across the table, Jim, who was trying to get one of the queens pregnant, and he kept rolling on the pregnancy chart, and he couldn't. Eventually he managed to get her pregnant. He had the child, and the child got sick and died pretty quick, which was unfortunate. So here we go. We've got the rule book here for Here I Stand. There's a lot of pages there to digest. I guess there's some history on it as well. Victory record sheet on the back, so you could just photocopy that, couldn't you? Knock out quite a few sheets of it. Introductory game map, the space, political control, Protestant, France, England, Habsburg, Papacy, Ottoman and independent empires. 1,000 rulers, naval units. I'm hoping that this is a nice read, a good, easy one to digest, because I say it's quite a while ago since I played the game, and it was taught to me, so I didn't have to go through the entire rule book. There is an excellent PDF in the Board Game Geek section of Here I Stand. I think it's like Learn Here I Stand in 20 minutes or something like that, and that was printed off, and we read that, and that was a real hands up. It was a good document to digest before playing the game. So I say it's pretty involved. There's a lot of pages there. So there's the game rules, and then we have a scenario book. Again, a large book. Thankfully it's got illustrations. You can have extended play. That's the scenario book. We're looking in now. We have France. We have England there, Henry VIII. And there's the setup on the back, how you set up for that faction. The Habsburgs, and they're set up. These are quite neat, aren't they? Protestant, and they're set up. Ottoman Empire, and they're set up. And the Papacy, and they're set up. Anybody that's seen my videos before will know, or subscribe to the channel, that often with nice sheets like this I like to corner around them, because these corners always get knocked up otherwise, and once it's rounded It's pretty robust and there's no knocking up of corners. So I always like to clip the corners, and I'll do that for all of these and give them, they're much nicer, aren't they, when they've got a nice rounded finish to them. Everybody with into board games should get these. They're cheap off eBay, little corner rounder. Right, so here I stand. Religious struggle card here. Again, I'm going to clip the corners on that, on all these things. Chart here. Here I stand, sequence of play. And that's for the 2-player game. This is a 2-player scenario in this, which is pretty neat because that's probably how the best way we're going to start off on this game. And here I stand, another one exactly the same with the 2-player game on the back. Some action summaries here. And combat. This game has it all. Now, here I stand. Section 1, 2010 errata counter sheet, and Section 2, 500th anniversary upgrade kit, and Section 3, 500th anniversary edition counters, and Section 4, extra counters. Lovely and thick, nice glossy counters there, fully centralised, which is really nice to see, isn't it? Very important in my book. Do they punch out nicely? Let's get a phony war Venice, -1 victory point out. Let's have a look. Yeah, lovely. Come out nice and easy. I'll clip the corners of these as well. I've got an Oregon like the war counter clipper. Let's have a look now at these sheets. Counter sheet 1 of 5, front side. And there's your back there. Again, it looks to be in great condition, these counters. No offset printing. Sheet 2 of 5. I can't wait to see the map, you know, again. Sheet 3 of 5. It's got a hard mounted map in this. And a lot of counters there. That's sheet 4 of 5. I guess the little one was sheet 5 of 5, was it? Does it say on it? Yeah, that's that. The small one at the top was sheet 5 of 5. So they're all present and correct. Now we go for the board. There we go, here I stand. We'll have a look at that in a minute. We have the standees. Bases here are quite nice, them. A bit different. We've got the D6 dice there, red and blue. 5 of each, 10 dice total. And then we've got the card decks. Have a look at some of the cards and some baggies. Don't think there'll be anything else underneath here, but we'll just double check. No. So it's just quite a nice insert there. You can always, what I've done in the past is cut a little semicircle out with a knife, and then you can flick up if you're stuck for room and you want to put some underneath these bits. So let's have a look at this deck here. They're good. I really like the kind of nice and fat, aren't they? The GMT cards, and really good quality. I would say there's absolutely no need to sleeve these. There's no markings going to be on the sides to tell them apart. But there's lots and lots of information on these. It's very historical, this game, isn't it? So I did read a lovely almost sort of review style on The Geek from a teacher that had his students playing through a round of this game. It's worth having a look at that in the forums on Board Game Geek. So card decks, as you can see, plenty of them. I think what we need to do now is have a look at this board. So let's get it out of this nice big Ziploc bag here and see it in all its glory. Of course, the original Here I Stand, first edition, was a paper map. The edition I played on did have a hard backboard, And I think you could buy the hardback board. It's got a lovely matte finish on there. So let's open this up. It's the giant GMT boards we come to expect, like dominant species size. Need a little bit of back bending. I'll just clear the table. There we go, I've just done a little bit of back bending, and there's the board nice and flat now. It looks really, really nice, doesn't it? Maybe if you come around this side and get it straight on. So you got the GMT, Here I Stand, Wars of the Reformation, 1517 to 1555. Got the New World here, crossing the Atlantic Ocean. Victory point track here, turn track here. And then the diplomatic status display up here. Electoral display here. Henry's wife pregnancy chart, there we go. Some fun to be had there. There's a lot going on in this game, such a lot. It's just an incredible experience. One I highly recommend. It is a war game, and it's mean as well. That is Here I Stand, Wars of the Reformation, designed by Ed Beach and from GMT Games. Thanks for watching. One thing I'd like to mention, I picked up this game personally from Second Chance Games in Wallasey. They're smashing there. Mark let me in, and I picked it up in person. They're just down from the River Mersey, and that's the international hub now for the GMT P500 orders, and they've got tons of great games in there. So that's their Second Chance Games in Wallasey. Thanks for watching.